big picture, who's to blame for this season, the 49ers?
I think Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch.
Why?
Well, actually, we knew that we are going to have some problems after we saw what remains of our O-line from last year. We knew that it can be an issue for this team, and it became an issue. And we can say that these were the injuries made this season as bad as it is, but most of the injuries was on the defensive side of the ball, and we can go through of that quite easily with the genius work of Robert Saleh. And on the offense, of course, we have some key injuries. For example, George Kittle, or we can say Jimmy Garoppolo. We missed Debo for plenty of time, Mostert as well. But the thing is that we didn't win those matches when we could have won. And that's mainly because the poor work of the O-line, I think. And if Shanahan and Lynch will not do anything with this O-line next offseason, our next season will be as bad as it is right now.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the Niners have a lot of bad luck, but as you said, most of that bad luck happened on defense. On offense, the bad luck is Kittle and Debo. Debo broke his foot and then never could get into real good shape and kept pulling his hamstring. That's bad luck. I wouldn't necessarily blame him because he broke his foot. And George Kittle, his injuries seem like bad luck too. But the offensive line, that was the plan, to have that offensive line. And then at quarterback, that was the plan as well. I mean, we knew that they weren't really sold on Jimmy Garoppolo, but they brought him back and put him behind a terrible offensive line and figured it would work out because it worked out last year. Well, I mean, it didn't.
Yep, it didn't. And the other thing, what makes me blame Kyle Shanahan is that he thought that training staff from the National Hockey League will be great for a team in the NFL. I mean that I have to blame someone for the injuries that we have because it's not natural. We can't say that it's just bad luck. We have to blame someone for those injuries that we have this season. And I think that we should blame the training staff because it can't be just bad luck. I can't believe that it is just bad luck. First time when we have talked about it, we said that it could be because of the training staff. And I'm pretty sure that it is.
See, I'm going to disagree with you there, Botond. I'm not going to blame the training staff this year because remember, the players weren't with the training staff this offseason. It's like, minicamp and OTAs didn't happen. So I've still put it on Kyle. To me, what Kyle was in control of was training camp. And to me, the Niners have had an injury issue all 4 years of Kyle Shanahan's tenure here. And I think he needs to look that can't just be a fluke. 1 year's a fluke. 4 years in a row, to me, is maybe an issue with the preparation. Preparing for football is not just cardio and lifting. It's collisions and violence. And all I know is I covered Harbaugh. I covered Shanahan. Harbaugh was big on the collision and violence part of training camp. They would have 3-hour practices and they would tackle. They would have live tackling maybe once a week, twice a week. Kyle has like 90-minute practices with no tackling. And I'm sure the players like that. But then you get to the season and not everyone is down within 3 weeks. Maybe it's a coincidence, maybe not. He needs to think about that.
Well, it could be a problem, but I don't know if you remember when the rookie receiver of the Pittsburgh Steelers, I don't remember right now his name.
Chase Claypool.
Yeah, Claypool said something about our training habitats, and it was like habits, and it was like, okay, that's terrifying because I was playing American football and we never did the same thing that he said that they are training in pads on Thursday, if I remember well, which is not usual.
Yep.
Well, yeah. If I am thinking of it, I can agree with you, but I can.
The way, real quick, I think the difference is how you practice during the season, how you practice before the season. Like Bill Walsh was famous for having light walkthrough practices during the season to keep the team fresh because it's an exhausting year. But before the season, I think you have to build up that contact callus, to use a metaphor. I mean, that's what Harbaugh believed. He would talk about that, and I don't think Shanahan either believes it or gets the concept. So I'm talking training camp.